Stop scrolling. You think 2026 is the year of the blockbuster movie? Think again. TV just dropped a nuclear bomb on our schedules, and the small screen is officially winning the war. Welcome to Flickranks. Today we're counting down the 15 absolute best series of 2026 so far. We've got mind-bending sci-fi, insane mystery horror, and the most brutal superhero finale in television history. Trust me, you want to stick around for our #1 spot, because we are breaking down the legendary end of a show that didn't just change the genre, it destroyed it. Let's get into it. Coming in at number 15 is Star City.
This mission's dangerous.
Every mission is dangerous, Valia.
Not like this.
If you're a fan of the space race epic For All Mankind, this spin-off is your new obsession. It takes us behind the Iron Curtain to see the Soviet side of the moon landing program, and the result is a high-stakes Cold War thriller that feels claustrophobic, intense, and deeply human. What makes Star City stand out is how it flips the perspective. We've always seen the American dream of space exploration, but here, the ambition, the sacrifice, and the paranoia are all Soviet. It's a brilliant expansion of one of the best sci-fi universes on television, and it proves that Apple TV Plus is willing to go deeper than any other platform when it comes to prestige storytelling. At number 14, we have Spider-Noir. Forget everything you know about friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Nicolas Cage brings his signature chaotic energy to a 1930s New York that's dripping with atmosphere and grit. It's a superhero story told through the lens of a hard-boiled detective novel. Think Sin City meets the Marvel Universe with a dash of the Shadow. What makes this show work is Cage himself. He doesn't just play a character, he becomes the genre. Every line delivery feels like it was ripped from a Pulp Fiction cover, and the black and white cinematography is stunning. It's weird, it's stylish, and it's unlike anything else on this list. If you're tired of the same formulaic superhero content, Spider-Noir is the antidote. At number 13, it's Widow's Bay.
I don't understand. How do you die?
It crawls into your bed and sits on your face.
Think The White Lotus meets a high-budget horror flick, and you're halfway there. This Apple TV Plus original is currently sitting at a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes for a reason. It's a dark, satirical horror comedy that keeps you guessing until the final frame. The setup is simple. A group of strangers arrive at a remote coastal town, and things go very, very wrong. But the execution is what sets it apart. The writing is razor sharp, the tension builds like a slow-cooked meal, and the final reveal is genuinely shocking. If you want something that's smart and unsettling, with characters you actually care about before the horror kicks in, Widow's Bay is it. Apple TV Plus keeps proving they know how to craft premium genre content. Entering the list at number 12 is Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 2.
I need you to teach me earthbending. You're the best earthbender I've ever seen.
After a solid first season that won over skeptical fans, Season 2 is where this live-action adaptation truly finds its rhythm. Toph Beifong finally arrives, and she immediately steals every scene. The casting is flawless, and her introduction carries the weight fans have been demanding for years. The Earth Kingdom expands the world in ways that feel both epic and deeply personal, and Aang's journey toward mastering the elements hits emotional beats that land hard. What makes Season 2 work is the confidence. The bending choreography is sharper, the effects feel more tactile, and the show finally trusts its audience to handle the deeper mythology, the spirit world, the avatar state, and the real cost of destiny. If Season 1 was Netflix apologizing to the fandom, Season 2 is the statement. This is the best live-action fantasy on the platform. At number 11, we have The Burrows.
There are wonders in the Burrows. Tucked away, hidden, buried.
Produced by the Duffer Brothers, this feels like the spiritual successor to Stranger Things we've been waiting for, but with a brilliant twist. Instead of kids on bikes, our unlikely heroes are a group of senior citizens in a retirement community battling an otherworldly threat that is literally stealing time. The setting is fresh, the creature design is genuinely terrifying, and the pacing is tight. What makes The Burrows stand out is how it balances nostalgia with originality, proving you're never too old to save the world. There are moments of genuine warmth between the elderly characters that make the horror hit harder, and the finale is spectacular. It's cozy, it's creepy, and it's a massive win for Netflix's genre library. The Duffer Brothers know exactly how to craft a world you want to live in, even when that world is trying to kill you. Breaking into the top 10 is For All Mankind Season 5. This show remains the absolute gold standard for modern sci-fi television, and Season 5 takes the interplanetary stakes to a boiling point. Set in 2012, right after that epic asteroid heist, humanity is no longer just visiting Mars. They've built a massive rebel colony fighting to break free from Earth's control, all while launching a dangerous, high-stakes mission to Titan. But what makes this show truly special isn't just the cosmic spectacle, it's the people. Every character arc feels deeply earned, and the political and emotional payoff here is massive. The production quality is breathtakingly cinematic, reflecting every single dollar of Apple TV Plus's massive budget. If you haven't started this alternate history masterpiece yet, Season 5 is the ultimate setup for its upcoming final chapter. Coming in at number 9 is Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen.
Ever since we got here, I feel like something weird is going on.
The title isn't lying. Created by Haley Z. Boston, this atmospheric horror series turns a beautiful destination wedding into a slow-burn nightmare that builds a sense of dread better than almost anything we've seen this year. What makes it special is the sheer restraint. It doesn't rely on cheap jump scares or gore to unsettle you. Instead, the psychological anxiety of the wedding week creates an atmosphere so thick that you feel the tension before the horror even starts. The cinematography is stunning, with wide shots capturing a paradise that slowly begins to rot from within. The performances are deeply layered, and the writing gives you just enough information to keep you hooked without ever letting you feel safe. It's bold, disturbing, and a masterpiece that proves Netflix finally respects the genre. At number 8, House of the Dragon Season 3.
Have you not betrayed your queen?
You can burn us. You can kill us. You will never make us embrace her.
HBO returned to the Targaryen Civil War and delivered exactly what the world demanded. Fire, blood, and the kind of political chess that made Game of Thrones a global phenomenon. The Dance of the Dragons is no longer simmering, it's a full-blown inferno. What makes this season special is how it balances spectacle with grief. Every dragon battle costs something real: lives, alliances, sanity. And the show never lets you forget that behind every flame is a broken family tearing itself apart. Emma Darcy and Olivia Cooke have turned Rhaenyra and Alicent into two of the most tragic figures on television, and the supporting cast rises to meet them. The production value is staggering. Dragon sequences that make feature films look small. It's brutal, it's beautiful, and it's HBO reminding everyone in the streaming wars exactly who still owns the Iron Throne. At number 7, the long-awaited return of Euphoria. After a 4-year hiatus, the question was whether it could still hit as hard, and the answer is yes. The time jump has allowed the characters to evolve in ways we didn't expect, and the stakes are higher because these aren't kids anymore. They're young adults making choices that have permanent consequences. The cinematography remains the best in the business. Every scene looks like it was directed by someone who truly understands visual storytelling. But what makes Season 3 powerful is the emotional depth. The writing doesn't shy away from the uncomfortable truths about growing up, and the performances are raw enough to make you forget you're watching a TV show. It's heavy, it's beautiful, and it's a cultural moment you can't ignore. HBO continues to prove why they're the home of prestige television. At number 6, One Piece Season 2.
These guys are unstoppable!
Now's my turn.
Netflix proved the haters wrong with Season 1, but Season 2 is where the world truly opens up. The scale is massive. New islands, new factions, and character introductions that are handled with the care fans demanded. What makes this adaptation special is that it captures the heart of the anime without just copying it. The emotional beats hit just as hard, the action sequences are bigger and more creative, and the cast has clearly grown into their roles. Iñaki Godoy continues to be the perfect Luffy. His energy is infectious, and you genuinely believe this kid could become the king of the pirates. The production value has jumped significantly from Season 1, and Netflix clearly invested in making this feel like a world you want to explore, not just watch. This is the best live-action anime adaptation in history, and Season 2 proves it wasn't a fluke. Entering the top 5 is Fallout Season 2. Prime Video took the post-apocalyptic genre and turned it into a neon-soaked, darkly hilarious masterpiece. Season 2 dives deeper into the lore of New Vegas and the Vault Tech conspiracy, and it does so without losing the chaotic energy that made Season 1 a hit. What makes Fallout special is the tone. It's simultaneously a comedy, a thriller, and a genuine exploration of what happens when corporations control the future. The writing is sharp, the world building is obsessive in its detail, and Walton Goggins continues to deliver one of the best performances on television. The action sequences are bigger and more inventive, and the new characters add layers of moral complexity that elevate the entire story. It's violent, it's visually stunning, and it's arguably the best video game adaptation ever made. Prime Video owns the post-apocalyptic space now. At number 4, the search monster of 2026, from Season 4.
You're a monster. Please protect us in this dark place where evil roams so freely.
If you haven't seen this mystery horror yet, you are missing out on the best trapped in a town story since Lost. The setup is deceptively simple. People arrive in a small town and can't leave. Every night, terrifying creatures emerge from the surrounding forest. But what makes From exceptional is the mythology beneath the surface. Season 4 finally starts answering the massive questions we've been asking for years. What are these creatures? Why is the town trapping people? And what is the symbol that keeps appearing? The answers are more terrifying than we imagined, and the execution is flawless. The ensemble cast delivers some of the best performances in horror television right now, and the writing never lets you feel comfortable. It is a crime how many people are still sleeping on this show. Start watching now before Season 5 makes this even harder to catch up on. Coming in at number 3, Daredevil, Born Again Season 2.
It's Matt Murdock.
But it's gonna be a bloodbath.
Then this should be tons of fun.
Marvel is finally back in its prime, and this is the proof. This is the dark, gritty, street-level action we've been craving since the original Netflix run, but elevated. The fight scenes are some of the most brutal and technically impressive choreography on television. Every punch feels real, every chase sequence feels dangerous, and the courtroom drama is just as tense as the action. What makes Season 2 special is the rivalry between Matt Murdock and Kingpin. It's not just physical, it's ideological. Two men who believe they're protecting their city, but with methods that are fundamentally incompatible. Vincent D'Onofrio continues to be the most terrifying villain in the MCU, and Charlie Cox proves that Daredevil isn't just a great superhero, he's a great character. The supporting cast is stronger, the stakes are personal, and the season finale is an emotional gut punch that you won't forget. If you gave up on Marvel, this is the show that pulls you back in. Our runner-up is A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
How good a knight are you?
HBO went back to the Game of Thrones universe and found a story that's smaller, more intimate, and incredibly moving. It follows Sir Duncan the Tall and his squire Egg on a journey through Westeros that feels completely different from the epic political warfare of the original series. What makes this show special is the heart. It's arguably the most human story Westeros has ever told. Dunk isn't a king or a lord. He's a hedge knight with nothing but his honor and his strength, and watching him navigate a world that often rewards power over honor is genuinely powerful. The world building is as rich as you'd expect from HBO, but it's used to serve the characters, not just impress you with scale. The chemistry between Dunk and Egg is the emotional engine of the entire show, and by the finale, you'll care about these two more than you ever cared about the Iron Throne. It's got all the political intrigue and layered storytelling you love, but with a soul that feels fresh. This is HBO doing what they do best. Premium television that earns every minute of your time. Finally, at number 1, The Boys Season 5.
One last go.
A reckoning is coming.
The final chapter has officially closed, and that long-awaited showdown between Butcher and Homelander, it actually delivered on years of massive hype. What makes this finale extraordinary is that it doesn't just give you the explosions and the gore you expect. It gives you the emotional reckoning you need. Every character arc reaches its conclusion in a way that feels earned, not rushed. Butcher's journey from a man driven by pure rage to someone who actually cares about the people around him is devastating. Homelander's descent into full authoritarian madness is terrifying because it feels plausible. The writing is the sharpest it's ever been. Every line cuts, every scene matters, and there's zero filler. The action sequences are the biggest in the show's history, but they serve the story, not just the spectacle. And the final episode is one of the best hours of television in the last decade. Prime Video didn't just give us a finale, they gave us a masterpiece that redefined what superhero storytelling can be. If you watch only one show from this list, make it this one. The Boys didn't just change the genre, it destroyed it and built something better. So, that's our list. 2026 is shaping up to be one of the best years for television in a decade. But I want to hear from you. Did we snub your favorite show? Is The Boys still the king of your watch list? Or has A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms taken the crown? Drop a comment below and let us know your personal top 3. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe to Flickranks, and ring that bell so you never miss a ranking. I'm out. See you in the next one.